Watch me ride.
Hi everybody, it's a nice calm winter evening, so I'm going to try and take some picture shots. Got the geese, all the gooses. They'll be going soon. So one of the reasons I want to take the pictures now while it's still wintry, looks wintry, because in the same way that the summer goes before you know it, the winter will too. I'm not going to complain so much as the summer going. I'd like some warmth back. I have been out once already today and it's definitely colder than it was then. Oh, possibly because I haven't put my heat grips on, idiot. Well, I did see something I'll stop and have a look up here. Because I had to take a double take earlier. Everything seems normal. Everything seems fine. There's a sign down and there is a car in a bush. How exactly they come across through here? There's no tyre prints, really. No airbag deployed. It's not too bad. But how exactly do you do that?
You know what happened there?
No. I just work out how they managed to do that one.
I think they just came around here at speed.
If you look at the angle of it, they must have been really going. And there's no tyre prints between there and there, so they've jumped about 8 feet. Let me go that way. I am not a crash scene investigator. I just look at the marks on the floor and try and work out how a car gets where it is. And my only conclusion is they were going way, way too fast. Or, I suppose something could have happened and they weren't paying attention and just kept driving through it. Just kept going, didn't stop. Oh yeah, there is a pillbox here, which I forgot to mention in my Remnants of War video. Which I believe is now used as an animal shelter. So at least it has a use. But also you can see how thick, like, the walls are. And this one's got crossed bricks. I don't know what the name of that is, someone will know. This is not going to do it. I need moving water. Where can I get near a large amount of moving water? I also don't want the sun in the background. So, go to the bridge. No, go to the north. We'll go that way. I've got a plan. When I was coming past this earlier on though, it's quite funny. I thought it just happened. I saw a car pull up and I was like, oh crap. So I turned around, came back to see if they needed any help, and then realised that the two people had just stopped to have a nose like I have. But these two were like, you know, they were trying the handles, tried the boot lock. I watched them, I was going past and I was like, don't put your hands all over a crashed car, which could very well be nicked. So then they, like, you know, they take it off for forensics and then go, oh, look at these handprints. But then I suppose you can just say, well, yeah, I looked at it. But then they're like, why are you trying the locks? You know? That scuffed mark is going to be the front right wheel. Because if it was the front left, that would not be there. So that's got to be the front right wheel. So they've come in at that angle, completely flattened that pole, leaped this bit, because there is no tyre tracks. There's a mark there, I guess that's where the rear wheel touched. And keeping in mind it's a really tight corner. You'd have to come into that way too fast, I assume, run wide into the opposite side of the road, and then, yeah, entered their front wheel, entered here. Unless they just straight lined it, I guess. That's a bizarre one. My guess is they went too fast, didn't react in time, didn't know that corner was there and just straight lined it out the end. Or as I say, were distracted, or something was wrong with them and they just went... Well, I hope they're alright, but it doesn't look too bad. So the airbag is not deployed, which normally means it's not very bad at all. You know this accident that Prince Philip had? When I saw that, I instantly knew the scenario. I was like, yeah, he's blatantly pulled out on them. And that is always going to be the case in that sort of junction event, because the person pulling out has got to give way to the traffic on the road, and in just the time that you pull out, a car can go into the side of you. Even if they were speeding, I think it's your fault. Straight road, so to see him. He, you know, it was because he was blinded by the sun and stuff, and people are like, oh well, is he going to get held accountable like anyone else? What do you mean like anyone else? An old man pulled out on me, did me a lot of damage, and got sent on a driver awareness course. And he wasn't royal. So no, nothing will be done about it. The thing that also got me was that throughout the media reporting on this, they all said, you know, Prince Philip, he's fine, he's absolutely fine, he's fine. It took 3 days to find out, like, if the other people in the other car were okay. No one even mentioned it. Not like, it wasn't like they said, oh, no information at the moment. They just said, you know, nothing, didn't even take it into account. Yep, again, not good. Oh, there's no cars behind me, that's good, because oh god, there is a car up there, come on. I want to try and get my gap and get onto the grass bit. Okay. Oh, it's a dodgy move. That'll do. And if I put that against that, I have no idea if this is going to produce a good effect or not. I'm just experimenting. So that's now going to take a picture every 20 seconds, as long as I want. If you didn't know, I have 3 Instagram accounts. Spice110 Official, which is my main page, which has got like 12,000, 13,000 followers. Spice110 Photography, which has got about 1,000, and Spice110 Metalworks, which has also got about 1,200, I think. So if you're on Instagram and you want to give me a follow on them, do it, please. I'll ask nicely. Are you still going? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click. But basically, I'm going to try stacking these images, and it's kind of a way of getting a long exposure, but in brighter light. So, you know, everything that's still stays still, and everything that's not still doesn't. So I'm hoping what will happen is that the shadows, the reflections of the, this is the old railway bridge, the old bases will stay crisp, but other things should start blurring, like the birds moving around and stuff like that. I don't know. Might work, might not. Might probably be black and white, I'm thinking. There's not a lot of colour going on at the moment. Go, go, go! Yes, 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 yes! Okay, 40 miles an hour. You're not paying attention and don't realise that there's a corner, I'd imagine you go off there. Not round here. It still makes no sense to me. It still makes no sense. Did I show this in a video or not? They've moved the beach huts down and gave up on the road. Just put the posts in. Yeah, well, the corner of the road's actually gone now. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to end up being black and white pictures, because just look at it. Grey, 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 grey. Grey, it's just grey. Grey, it's pretty, but it's grey. Oh god. Well, I'll find out if these pictures are any good when I get home. If they are any good, you'll probably already know, because I probably would have shown them when I was taking them sort of in the video. Well, thank you for joining me. Please remember to leave a like if you wouldn't mind. And if you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. I do all sorts of different things. It's part of my downfall on YouTube. I do too many different things. But anyway, catch you next time.
If you enjoyed this video and the other content on the channel, please consider following the links in the description to show your support.